Hey guys, I'm Nick, and on this episode of the Scran Line, I'm going to show you guys how to make these gingerbread tiramisu cupcakes. Now, in scrolling on Pinterest, which I pretty much do every night before I go to bed, I saw these gorgeous looking gingerbread tiramisus, and I have made a tiramisu cupcake before, but I wanted to make something Christmas themed because Christmas is starting on this channel. So I kind of was inspired by those flavors, by the look of it, to make you guys a gingerbread tiramisu cupcake. These are how you make them. Okay guys, so we're going to start off by popping our flour into a large mixing bowl along with some brown sugar, some baking powder and some salt. Mix that until everything's well combined. Now I forgot to add in my spices, so I'm adding those in now. Next we're going to add our softened butter and mix that until we reach a crumbly sand-like texture. Then we're going to add our milk, eggs, oil, molasses, vanilla extract, and mix that up. Line your cupcake tin with some cupcake liners. Now we're going to scoop these, filling them just above halfway because that brown sugar will actually help these rise a lot more than what if we were using regular white sugar. We're going to bake these for about 30 minutes and then we're going to transfer them to a cooling rack. Now I've got some of my cream cheese frosting here. You can find the recipe for that on my website. I am going to add some mascarpone cheese in there. And we're going to mix it until everything is well combined. Now you want to set this aside in the fridge until right before you're ready to use it. And right before you do use it, you want to freshly whip it up on high speed. Now I'm going to make my little coffee mixture. So add my water and instant coffee powder into a small bowl. Give it a gentle stir and microwave it for about 15 seconds just to help everything melt. We're going to dip the top of our cupcakes, now just the very top, into that coffee. Let it drip and kind of soak into the cake a little bit. Now I'm using an apple corer to core the center of my cupcakes and then fill it up with some chocolate sauce. Fit the end of a piping bag with a Wilton 1M tip and then frost in a swirl before you finish off with a generous dusting of cocoa powder. And guys, that is pretty much it. Okay guys, so it is shout out time. So I have 3 shout outs for you guys today. The question that I asked you guys in my last video, or one of you guys asked me to ask, was where would you live and why, apart from the country that you live in now. Megan Surname, I don't know if I'm saying that right. I would live in Paphos, Cyprus, not for the Greek food, not for the sun, not for the cheaper insurance, which is a weird thing to say, for the amount of beautiful stray cats. I would love to live in Cyprus because the weather there is amazing and the food is incredible, guys. If you ever have the chance to go to Cyprus, make sure you eat as much as you can. The second shout out goes to Callie E. Pierce, who says, I'll move to any country Lady Gaga is living in at the time. So as of now, the USA. I live in Scotland. Well, Callie, I would have to agree. I would probably want to live anywhere Gaga is as well. Anyway, moving on to the third comment. Now, this comment is something that really inspired me, something that got me thinking. So the username is else01. And I think English is her second language. So I'm just going to read it out as she wrote it. As a Saudi woman, not just I wish I was living in another country, but also born in another country, not Saudi Arabia. I love New Zealand. Nature is wonderful and the beaches are the coolest, and the mountains. I feel it's a wonderful country for meditation and relaxation. It is the paradise of the earth. I wish I could live in New Zealand. I want to live beautiful and happy life. I want to live like a normal person far from here, from this jail and hell. So, you know, I've got a couple thoughts on Saudi Arabia. I'm sure that there's lovely people living there, but as of right now, the government just legalized women being able to have their license to drive, which is ridiculous. And LGBT people there are prosecuted jailed, sometimes murdered, simply for who they are, which is absolutely terrible. So thank you very much for sending in that comment, because it made me think and made me feel a little bit grateful to be in Australia, in a country where I can be myself, I can drive and I'm safe and can have ambitions. Okay guys, so the question for the next video is from someone called Blue Raven. You should ask, what did everyone want to be when they were younger? I generally wanted to be a mermaid with lots of glitter. I think that's a fantastic question, so I want you guys to answer it in the comments down below. I'll do a shout out in the next video. FYI, I very weirdly wanted to be a priest when I was younger. I am so far from wanting to be a priest in my adult life, but I basically, when I was probably a teenager, wanted to be a cartoonist. And I'd love to hear what you guys wanted to be when you were younger. Maybe you're still younger, you can tell me what you want to be now. Anyway guys, thank you so much for watching. Recipes in the link box below. I don't think I said that right, but thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you all on the next episode of the Scran Line.